Welcome back to the channel, and hello if you're new. Before we get into the video, let me know your thoughts down below. Hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. While you're at it, why not hit that notification bell so that you stay up to date on my future content. Now without further ado, let's get into it. So today we need a serious talk about Love, Death and Robots season 4, because what the hell did we just watch? Now if you've been watching me a while, you'll know that this series used to be that one. It was creative, weird, artistic and experimental. Basically everything that makes animation feel alive. But this season feels like a punch in the face. Let me be clear from the jump. This season isn't meh or a bit of a dip. This is straight up trash. This season felt like it was made on autopilot. Each episode was short, forgettable, and empty. The heart of the show? Gone. The ambition? Gone. The excitement? Gone. No positive connection between the episodes. No standout animation that makes you stop and go, wow. It felt like TikTok shorts with no build up, no payoff, just vibes. And even still, the vibes felt weak. Now I'm going to go on to the real disappointment of the show. Let me be real with you. This season was a complete slap in the face. Not just underwhelming, I mean flat out insulting. It makes me also question the people that are giving it positive reviews. Did we watch the same thing? I don't know about them, but here we keep it real. It's the kind of content that makes you question if the people in charge even care about their legacy. What I want to know is, how do you go from award-winning episodes, thought-provoking, visually stunning, and narratively risky work to this? This season felt like someone mashed together ideas in AI, clicked render, and sent it straight to Netflix. There is zero passion, zero edge, and no soul. And look, I know not every episode is gonna hit. That's always been the nature of this anthology format. But this wasn't just a few duds, the entire batch was lifeless. I finished one and thought, okay, maybe the next one saves it. Then it ends and you're left with nothing. No punch, no point, just vibes. And not even good ones. And let's talk about MrBeast. They pulled in one of the most recognizable names in the digital world. Why? Because they thought that if we can't make good content, let's at least make content people recognize. As if his face alone was supposed to carry the season. No disrespect to Jimmy, but this wasn't a cameo, this was a trap. They used his brand as a distraction tactic, which is lazy and manipulative. And worst of all, it's transparent. So you're telling me this is where we are now? We don't write compelling stories, we cast clickable faces and pray for engagement, and that's your idea of a flagship season? Nah, miss me with that, because if that's the case, we're cooked. This show used to feel visionary. Now it feels like a brand trying to stay relevant without doing any of the work. Let's be honest here, this wasn't just a misstep, it was a complete disaster. When a show like Love, Death and Robots drops a season, there's an expectation, not just for visual innovation, but for substance, and this season had neither. You know what really stings? Not even just that it was bad, it's that it didn't have to be. This season had everything going for it, a legacy name, hype from past success, years to develop stories. Even still, they dropped the ball, which you can feel in every episode, like they were made in isolation. No connective tissue, no identity, and no ambition, just content. Let me talk about that MrBeast episode one more time, because I have to. That was an innovation, that was marketing, and I'm not hating on the man. He did what he was asked to, but it's the showrunners that used his name. It's like using sellotape to try and hold a broken idea together. That's not a cameo, that's a cash in. It's this new trend of relying on influencer hype instead of storytelling, which is lazy and trash, as if our attention spans are the problem, not their lazy writing rooms. Maybe if they focused on giving money to the writers rather than to themselves, we'd have a decent season. Like, where did the budget go for this season? No disrespect to Jimmy, but I'm pretty sure he don't need the money. And fair play to him for hitting that billionaire status. Moving on to my final thoughts. So here's where I'm at with it. I'm not just disappointed, I'm done making excuses for big name shows that clearly don't care anymore. The thing is, there's nothing wrong with short form storytelling, but when there's no soul, no edge, and no vision, it's empty. And that's exactly what this season was, empty. I don't care if the animation was clean, and I don't care if the sound design slapped, because without purpose and meaning, all of that means nothing. So the question is, would I recommend season 4 to anyone? No. In fact, I'd go as far as saying, if you loved the earlier seasons, stay away from this one. I'd say don't let it taint the legacy in your head, let it fade. And Netflix, if you have anything to do with turning this show into what it is now, stop. Don't keep using names if you're not going to respect it. And honestly, if you're not going to even respect the world you've built, Why should I respect the time you've wasted? Because what we just watched, that wasn't Love, Death and Robots. That was Lost, Dead and Cash Grab. You took a visionary concept, stripped it of soul and injected a cameo for clicks and really thought we wouldn't notice. Genuinely hoped that this was a one-off misstep, but right now, this season doesn't deserve the legacy of the name it carries. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on my future content, and let me know your thoughts down below. On that note, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.